See, first of all, I just want to say thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to go here out. You can't see me. Listen up, you guys. Let me say this again one more time, because you guys are martial art people, right? And all I'm trying to say, I think one of the most important things, when I came out with Taebo, right? When Taebo came out in 1998, everybody's studio was filled when they were doing cardio, kickboxing, something like what Taebo was. Your studio was filled. It kind of changed the world. And actually, Taebo actually changed the whole fitness world. The whole fitness world started doing cardio kick type of workout. And most people, when they do a cardio kick type of workout, they don't understand the martial arts part of it. And I do understand martial arts because I'm an 8th degree black belt in Taekwondo. I know the tradition of martial arts, so I understand the wheel of why martial arts was started and trained. So when I train my clients, I train them in the art of Taekwondo, the martial arts. I teach them really the basic principles behind each kick, each punch. But when it comes to cardio, they know that too. And I always tell my clients, I'm not a cardio instructor. I'm a grandmaster in the martial arts first. But I know how to teach cardio martial arts too. So when I teach them the technique of what a martial arts person learned. But when we do it in a cardio mode. Listen, 1975, I was the first American who won the national AAU title in karate, right? So when I won that title, I thought I was in good shape. And I feel like at that time I was in good, for martial arts, I was in great shape. I was like an athlete. I mean, I was the first martial artist to ever compete on the NBC Superstars competition. I ran against Carl Lewis, Herschel Walker, all those guys. And the only reason why I got a chance to do that is because I was in good shape physically. They saw me as a physical specimen so that I could compete. Usually people don't think of martial artists as athletes. Now they do because of MMA, because they see guys in good shape. Usually in martial arts, you don't see people in really great shape. Bruce Lee probably was the first person that demonstrated what a body should look like. Took his shirt off, whoa, everybody went nuts. The whole martial arts world changed. Well, all I'm saying to you guys, I said martial arts with me, when I won the title in 1975, I went downstairs, my ex-wife bought the theme song to Rocky. I put that theme song on, and I put the music, and I started working out. Within 2 to 3 minutes, I got cardiovascular tired. Oh my God, I'm supposed to be a good fighter. Well, I'm getting tired. So I started putting all this stuff together, and I started training as a ballet dancer. I trained as a ballet dancer for 12 years. I danced for Alvin Ailey's company, junior company, to learn how to count music because I wanted to be able to do martial arts in a way that nobody don't do it. So I learned how to count music, and then I started putting all these techniques together and I created the style of Taebo. When it came out, like I said again, it revolutionized the whole fitness world. Everybody wants to do it. Now, I went away for 5 years. I lived in Japan for 5 years. Came back. Now everybody's done something like what I've done. And all I'm trying to tell you guys have the technique, but some of you guys don't know how to count music. I believe once you learn how to count music and you learn the theme of what you really know, your martial arts background, you can, in your dojo, what's wrong with having a good cardio class? I teach in my dojo, I teach, and I make all my students work out. Because when they take their examination, they got to be in shape. And a good way for them to memorize their techniques is to get into that cardio class. They'll be practicing punches, they're practicing kicks. I mean, basically everything that you do in your forms during that is in cardio. Everything you can do, you can mix it so your students can be in superior shape. So when you do call them to take the test, okay, I'm ready. Most of them are ready because they've been going through that cardio class. I say, no, just don't look at Taebo as this is dance. Most people look at it as a dance. Remember, I used to be a fighter. And in mind and heart, I'm still a fighter. I just don't go to competition anymore. I don't need to. I've done that. Now I just train students to go to competition. That's what a master does. They go from one level to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, and they keep on moving on. So fighting for me, I don't want to do that. I've done it. Did it for when I was 14 years old. So I fought as a black belt for a long time. So 1992, and then I quit. Retired and went in and started helping people with health. My goal was to change people's lives. I want to change a person's life. I want to see a person live a better life. I want to see a person be the best they can be. And the only way you can do that, for me, it was through doing what I've done. You know, I tell people, you know, in my martial arts studio, who'd ever think? I mean, I started off Taebo in the projects in the basement. Now it's in 102 countries in 30 different languages. Who'd ever think it would go that far? I didn't, but I just wanted to help people. Because I wanted to help people, payback. Taebo sold over 122 million tapes. Sold more tapes than the movie Titanic. Came in the second to Austin Powers. Serious. Huh?
So it's actually a better tape than Titanic.
But you know, it did. So as a martial artist, and then it got, you know, my goal was to reach grandmothers. I wanted grandmothers to get out of the house and go practice some martial arts. And you know, I taught martial arts for a long time. I still do teach it, but it's hard to get everyday people to come out of their house. So I said, what way can I do it? So I did it with Taebo. I took my martial arts and put it to music, and then everybody started coming out. Next thing you know, I had people that's in my class. My oldest student was 102 years old. Youngest was 3. So everybody could do it, and then from that point on, they started, you know, I would tell them, you know, go do Taekwondo class too, because they give you a chance to really understand the purity of where all Taebo came from. And people did that. So it really started to change. Everything started to change. You guys have any questions? Don't be scared to ask. I'm here to help you out the best way I can. If you got anything you want to know, let me know. I'll do my best to try to answer it for you. I go all over the country, you guys. Listen, I'm saying it again. Who ever think I'd be speaking like the way I speak right now? Because a long time ago, 20 years ago, I couldn't even read a book. I was too nervous about reading because I had dyslexia. But now, no. I can read a book. I just have to take my time. But I have confidence to get out there and do it now. I can speak, no matter who it is, I can go speak. I spoke to princes, kings. I spoke to everybody. And it's been a blessing to be able to go throughout the world and do that. So, if you guys have any questions, don't be scared to ask. Anybody have any questions?
So do you think that you're going to come back and do a new video series?
Oh, I got a brand new series to get ready. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've done, how many videos I've done? I've done more videos than anybody ever probably going to do. I did 175 DVDs. And that's a lot of DVDs. Most people only done maybe 16, but I've done 175. And I have a brand new series that I'm working on right now. Definitely. And then we have too, if you guys ever want to think about getting certified in Taebo, we have a certified camp you can come to. I mean, you take one day to come in, you be with me, or you can go. My daughter's also a certification director. She also was certified. She studied martial arts, she's 63 black belt Taekwondo. She's certified on the circuit too. She did a lot, but she understands the theory of helping people.
What is your certification?
My camp is in California, Southern California. It's in Dana Point. My daughter's in Tennessee. Some people, you know, Marty Eubank, he just got certified. His wife got certified. So it's anybody have any questions? Any other questions? Don't be scared to ask, guys. Yes, sir.
At what age again did you receive your first black belt?
I have a black belt at 16. I was 16 years old. You know, I'm 50, I'll be 59 pretty soon. I've trained for a long time. I love working out. Thank God I can give it to my body. Serious. I put my body through a lot. My body's been through a lot. And I'm used to the body. But I get up every day and I have all that exercise. Anybody else have any questions? Yes, sir.
Box?
Yeah, I box too. I boxed. I won Golden Gloves championships. I won Champion of Champions. And I was going to turn professional, but then decided not to. And Taebo came about, and next thing you know, I went all over the world. I've been to Iraq 8 times. I've been to Afghanistan 8 times. I've been all over. I love helping the troops. Anything I can go do to help serve the troops, I would love to go see it. And then spend time. I did a thing for Camp Pendleton. We did like an 8-week course for the wives of the troops that were overseas. And when one troop came back and saw his wife, oh my gosh, she lost at least 110 pounds. You know, they almost made you look like you were in high school. It was great to see her cry like a baby. All she would do was send her picture, but not let her see her body. So when she came home, it was like he was blown away. It's really been a blessing to be able to do what I do. Thank you. That's a good point. Thank you. Yes, sir.
How did you find Japan? What was your experience in Japan?
Well, Japan, my experience in Japan, you know, I didn't even know my workout came out in Japan. And when it came out in Japan, I mean, it was a big hit, right? So when I got off the airplane, I didn't even expect it, man. It was like 20,000 people in the airport. No, they took a picture. They took a picture and put it in the newspapers. They had the Beatles when the Beatles went to Japan. Saved the habits, so they put the Beatles down here and put me up here, the same thing. It was like I was like long. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was crazy. That's all I can say. Is, God is good. That's I can say that. Yes.
How many languages?
I have 2. I can speak. My wife is Japanese. She's right there. Her name is Tomoko. I have a 5-year-old daughter who always talks to me in Japanese, so if I don't learn. And I have a 22-year-old daughter and a 24-year-old daughter that speaks Japanese, so I gotta make sure I learn. Plus, I teach, and all my students are Japanese. I have a studio in Japan, Osaka, Japan, so they don't speak English, so I just speak Japanese. So I've learned a lot. Yeah. Anybody else have any questions? Guys, listen, get as much as y'all can get out of this conference. I always tell people, when you come to a conference, don't go home dead. You know, like I said, most people come to a conference and they get what? Motivated, right? Listen to me. Motivation don't last. It goes away. And when you get motivated to do something, what's being motivated? Huh?
Action.
What's being motivated? What's being motivated to do something? What's being motivated? I always tell people, when you go to a thing like this, I don't want to get motivated. I want to be top. Teach me how to have a better life. Don't motivate me. Teach me how to have a better life. Because motivation lasts for 2 days to a week and it's gone away. Why? Because motivation is for what kind of mind? Huh? Motivation is for the sense mind. The sense mind will feel, oh, that feels good. Okay, I'm going to go back and psych that. Oh, my God. Then you go back and do the work. I don't want to be motivated. I want to be top. Teach me how to be a better person. Teach me how to run my business. Teach me how to do this so I can do better. And you guys are being taught that. What happens is most people, they get motivated for a week and then it's gone. Yes, sir.
What flipped your switch? What made you do that turnaround?
What made me, listen, what made me flip my switch? This happened to me. And I can tell you this, and I don't tell people what to believe in, but let me just tell you this. I've done everything that a person ever in their life wanted to be able to do. I wanted to make a movie. God bless me to make these movies. And listen, and I wanted to have a car. And I mean, somebody bought me a Lamborghini and gave it to me. Gave me one of the best Viper. Bought me a Lamborghini, a Viper, and gave it to me because of what I've done in my life. But listen, when I got those things, I'm not a happy person. I had no fear. I mean, not made a lot of money, but I still was lost. Right? What changed me was when I opened up my eyes and saw who God was. Amen. Serious. When I saw who God was, I'm saying God's thing. Let me say this. Really, I walked into this church one day, right? This is before Taebo even got to be where it is. I walked into this church one day, and I heard this pastor, he went like this. He said, for 28 years, right? While I'm sitting in the seat, he said, for 28 years, God been speaking to me. And he said that one day, somebody gonna walk in this church and give me $1 million. So I looked over at my wife and I said, hey, let's get that man $1 million. Now listen to me. Serious. I looked in her eyes and said, hey, let's get that man $1 million. I never seen, the most money I ever seen from a martial arts fight was when I won the Bermuda tournament. About $7,000. That's the most I ever seen from a martial arts tournament. So I wasn't making that much money. But I heard a voice, and I seen all these, all these top basketball players going to the church. But for 28 years, he said God was speaking to him, but he did that yet. So I said to him, hey, let's give him $1 million. He said, okay. So I went to church, right? Every day, trying to find a way to be the best person I could be, right? Because I've done all this stuff, and I wasn't happy as a person. I knew that, but I made a lot. I was one of these things. I made some movies and did that, but I didn't do Taebo yet. And so what I did was I went to church. That's one day I told my secretary, hey, don't put me in for Tuesday class anymore. I'm going to Bible study. So she put me in.